Fights continue after my undefeated streak over game time is really struggling with those battle cruisers.
Good.
Really
now I have your attention.
Thank you, Gay Knight Puma, for that sub. Thank you for being here for us. To really kick this off. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Fights. It's always nice to have a clever name, but we have two of the best players in North America. In the top left from Storm Gaming, top Grandmaster, I think he's American, he might be Canadian, Protoss player. I made him play on Stasis first. It's Disc. And in the top right, the winner of Cheesadelphia, taking out Puck again. Is he 16? I don't know. He may have turned 17 by now. We gotta find this out. He's from Canada? He is Canada. Oh, how intense. Nope, he's still 16. 16 years old. It's Future. And I feel like I've said it way too many times, but he definitely has a Bright himself ahead of him. He beat Puck. He beat Special. Puck beat M. Canning, and then M. Canning beat Neeb. Neeb beat Cyril. Cyril won BlizzCon. Therefore, Future is the best player in the world. And if Disc beats him here, he becomes the best player in the world. That's how it works. All right, that's how we do it. Oh, he scouted out. So this has become a little more popular. The proxy meta, I guess, with the decline of the early game Cyclone, not Cyclones in general, but the early game Cyclone, proxies have become less dangerous to Protoss players. So a lot of Terrans have kind of stepped off doing the proxies themselves, but you'll still see players just not building in their main, because everybody knows weak Terrans build in the main. But they'll put it pretty close to their base where it's still relatively defensible. But Protoss players have gotten kind of wise to it. We'll be scouting around the Terran base, and a lot of the time they find themselves with one of these barracks out there. We have kind of stabilized, which was, I believe, the intent of the patch, to make it less a guessing game on does he have a proxy or not, and more do you decide to try to pull one over on your opponent at risk of it being scouted and being a little behind. So I feel like Disc is another one of those top players that, ooh, oh my god, almost got it. A lot of mind games here. And Stasis is a I believe the technical term is clusterfuck of a map. It's one of those that no player wants to play on, but sometimes has the most entertaining games, because you have this weird air-blocked area between the bases, some interesting high ground that warp prisms and medevacs and things like that can definitely use, some gold bases in prime locations, and ridiculous choke points. Uh-oh, the Adept got in. I was talking about Disc, though. As a top Grandmaster player, over 6k MMR, which puts you pretty much in the single digits when it comes to Grandmaster ranks, or very close to it. Oh my god, this Adept. This should never happen. You gotta shut the door on that Adept. I don't care if he's Canadian, he's not that polite. 2 SCVs are killed. And a full scout, the fact he saw the tank as well, is a big part of this. That allows this to go straight for and chrono boost out the Immortal. Okay, wait a second. Is Future gonna do a dirty tank push on the rocks here? If he makes a medevac, he's got a supply block medevac right now, but the command center finishes. It looks like his intent is to potentially use that little location here on the high ground, where it's very difficult to actually engage any of the army, especially if it's a siege tank. Well, we'll see. 2 Stalkers and an Immortal, but oh my god, the pathing. That tank is not where it wants to be. I was just reenacting what the tank did there as it got too close to the edge, as you can already see. It's dicey business. It looks like Disc is willing to potentially sacrifice a Stalker in order to find the tank. It is picked up and saved. He could repair it in the medevac if he wants to be extra safe. Uh-oh. That's a dead stalker. That's one way to scout. A face check directly into the tanks. So, the early push was kind of, well, it was stalled out. The follow-up push with 3 tanks, though. Now, Disc, with that stalker, it did not give its life in vain. It got the important information on how many tanks there were. The fact he's continuing to build them up. The probe's gonna scout even more. He is. The rock push, but he has a warp prism to counter it. The drop-on-drop action. Drops on the high ground. The tanks will siege. The medevac gonna keep a lot of these Marines intact. He's gotta be careful about juggling the Immortals to be able to deal with the tanks. The Marines could potentially shoot down the prism. A Liberator adds a kicker in all of this. Disc only has 38 probes to 37 SCVs. He does have a third base on the way. If he can hold on to that, the Marines are caught a little bit out. And if he is caught out too far, then the Immortals can just drop on top. One is immediately targeted down. Disc has to be very careful about that. The Immortal retargeting on these tanks. Still 2 survive. Blasting his way through, trying to draw some friendly fire damage. Another tank goes down. The Liberator has been left uncontested. Future, can he save the tank? Ah! Oh no! The Immortal gets hit by the tank shot! It's a potential disaster as he warps in, but he does, oh my, the juggles. It's so hard to tell. Another Liberator is coming in. There are 3 gateways, but he doesn't really have the money to deal with this. He's trying to dodge some of the Liberator hits. The shield battery is out of energy. It's not quite clear exactly what's happening right now. There's a bunker on the way, but that's not your base. Some more SCVs coming up. The Marines are rallying, dropping out of the medevac. The Liberator sieged up on almost nothing, but the other Liberator's in the main. The Warp Prism juggling is there. A lot of probes are being lost, but this is all of Future's army out here. Next to no mining for Disc. He's struggling to deal with all of this. The Liberator targeting probes. Actually, the Stalker looks like it's a little out of range. It looks like he'll be able to kill both. There's a single Marine. Gonna pick up a couple kills. 3 kills, 4 kills now. 14 probes died throughout this exchange. There's a medevac with 1 Marine flying first class. A private jet for that Marine after his heroic activities in the Great War against the Protoss. Now, there's one opportunity here. The Warp Prism counterattack. How many Immortals? Losing those Immortals hurt badly. Oh my god. This is happening. Are you kidding me right now? Is there a probe in there? There's a probe in there. Why is there a probe in there? Shield battery push? No, he doesn't have enough units for that. The Immortal is everything. This Immortal has to clutch it. The medevac is still going. That Immortal is... No, run! Okay. Juggles it back in. The probe is here. Loses the prism. That really sucks. Coming down the ramp. I don't know if this is going to work out particularly well. GG. Future takes it. A messy match. As stasis matches often are. But this means Disc gets his map pick. Coming up next. What? He votes and he decides on Port Alexander. Yeah, I made him play on Stasis first because I know no pro player ever wants to play on Stasis. So the only way the map is going to be picked is if I tell them they're playing on it. Of course, we got $50 on the line here. Just a fun Tuesday night match. If it ends up going to like some ridiculously long games, then usually we throw a little bit more in the prize pool, like with Jon Snow versus Kiwion. But from the first match, it is loser pick. Port Alexander is map 2. Future off to a strong start, but still, nobody's quite sure what that game was. I'm pretty sure Future was winging it from the start. He's like, I'm going to mess with these rocks and some tanks, and we'll just work our way from there. Is he intentionally not making another probe? Okay. Twitch.tv/discsc2.
Now I have your attention.
Oh, okay. No, I'm reading too much into it. I'm reading into 2 seconds of play. Way too much. Thank you, Yasma. Or am I? Because at this level, 2 seconds do matter, especially in the first couple minutes. These builds are mapped out. Okay. Every second, every little move of the SCVs or probes. As you see, Disc is railing in. Now, I'm just going to talk a little bit for mostly maybe newer players' benefit, wondering, okay, so it says 16 out of 16, so what happens when you go over 16 probes? The way mining works, so here's the efficiency of a probe. Now, Team Liquid has some more in-depth mathematical explanations, but essentially, this is how many probes you have, and this is how efficient they are. For the first, this is 16 probes. Okay, so for the first 16 probes, each probe is 1-to-1 maximum efficiency. But you can go up to 24 probes, which is 3 per mineral patch, as opposed to 2. Efficiency starts dropping off, and then after 24 probes, you would have more income if you were long-distance mining. But it's okay to have over 16. It's just optimum to be mining from another base with the other ones. And that's why you see a lot of players will stop at 16 and work their way to sending them to an expansion because of the way. So pretty much mineral pairing is the reason why. Maximum efficiency. But if you're 24 under probes, you're still getting more mining. It does not work like that for gas. You can go up to 3. On some maps that are mildly bugged out, you can go up to 4 and still get more gas, but most maps are pretty standardized at 3. 1, 2, 3, and then putting a 4th one in just wastes time and energy. First Adept is coming in. Interestingly, we see... Now, did he scout this before? I believe the Adept scouted this first. And there's no Reaper on the way, so Disc is going to be putting on some pressure. He's got a Robo as well. Is that going to be a Robo Bay? He's banking up a lot of gas. There's no Twilight Council. So the couple options here are just a straight-up Warp Prism Gateway push, which can knock out a Terran that's being a little bit too skimpy, I guess, on having units, which Future kind of is. Or we can... the Robo Bay, which makes a lot of sense with how much gas he has. Is that going to be for a Disruptor drop? He saw that there were Marines early. Now, does he know if it's going to be like a 2-1-1? How much did he see with the Adept?
Complete.
If he thinks it's a 2-1-1, we might be seeing a Disruptor drop. But if he's playing it a little safer than just a Colossus. The reason Disruptor drop is pretty good against someone who's heavy on bio is simply there's no easy counter. Like, one Disruptor hit on a chunk of bio can take all the wind out of your sails. Unfortunately for him, Future is going for the 1-1-1. With a Cloak Banshee on the way, we do have Prism Speed coming up, so it looks like it will be Ruptors. But there's a Banshee out. Wait, is there a Banshee out? There's about to be a Banshee out. It's going to fly right past the Observer, though. And there are 2 obs for Disc. So this is actually, despite the fact the builds aren't going to stack up ideally for him. So go to the Disc cam. Yeah, he definitely sees that. The Ruptor's on the way. Despite the fact the builds aren't going to stack up ideally, like it's not a big bio play, you should have enough preparation. You really don't want to let... We've seen every time that Future plays against Protoss, pretty much just against Puck, because that's like 80% of the matches I've casted Future in. Early damage and really leaning on these early pressure units like Banshees, Hellions, Reapers, all that, has been his greatest strength. Getting in, getting damage done like we saw in game number 1. So if he's not able to do that, it definitely is more of a struggle. Okay, the Disruptor drop can really muck things up. I think Disc, he's going to see a couple of the boys coming out with this, but those are just tactical boys. The Disruptor moving in on an intercept course. The Banshee looks like it'll see it first. He's going to drop the Ruptor out. Will the first shot hit home? The speed prism is already kind of a giveaway. Shot fired. Oh, big hit. Future was microing his Banshee, kills a lot of Marines, lights up the tank. It's a couple shots away from death. He should be able to finish it off in a moment. The tank does get a volley off, unfortunately. There is a cloaked Banshee with this. A bit of an awkward engagement to start, which means Future's still going to be able to get some damage done. The Observer needs to make its way back to the base. He actually recalls it to the natural. That's how desperate he is to make sure this happens. Future will be forced to retreat, but Disc, he lost a couple workers. Future has not stopped when it comes to his production. So the Ruptor, it can do some harass here. Is there a Cyclone out? Did he build a Cyclone? No, he has nothing to directly deal with the Disruptor drop. So damage can continue to be done, whether it's SCVs or the army itself. Disc does not look like he has any intentions of trying to just go kill him. He doesn't have a bunch of gateways on the way. He's just now adding on a Twilight and a Forge. He's going towards the later game. The SCV, I'm pretty sure it was scouting for exactly this. The turrets are not up yet. Remember, he just used the recall on the Observer. So that's something to point out. Banshee working its way through. Going to be chased down. There are still a couple Banshees on the map. Future is so good with these units. Looks like the turret... Well, the turrets took a couple chunks out. But he got a 6-kill Disruptor shot. He actually went into the turrets and got the kill. And got out. So, good moves. Using that Warp Prism pickup. I missed it because I suck at observing. But the problem here for Disc is he doesn't have a great economy. His third base is actually later than the Terrans. He's not going to have much in the way of upgrades. The one benefit he has is the mobility of having the speed prism, of having potential big splash damage like Colossi and Disruptors.
Yay. Finally done finals and can watch my
Welcome to Winter
favorite
Break.
streamer again.
But tanks continuing to be produced, that is the right call. Eventually, we should be seeing some Liberators as well. The one thing Future, well, if you go for several Banshees to start, the one thing you don't have is Medevacs, because you spent a lot of time on that starport working towards the Banshees. So, I think if Disc actually attacks here, I don't mind feigning aggression, but if he actually attacks here, oh, the curveball. Oh my god, did he just perfectly split? Yep, I don't think that hit anything. Oh, another shot, though, right through the center! Big hit! That changes everything. 2 tanks were clipped as well. Another Disruptor is coming in. He wants to get in range. The Disruptor not quite off cooldown. Fires another shot. Goes for the tanks. Finds 2. There's still 1 sieged up. He's going to be forced to retreat. You got to be careful. The boys are actually very dangerous in this composition. If he could get one more Disruptor shot, he does. Curveball hits the SCVs and one of his own Stalkers. Warping in here. The tank, he's not going to be able to kill the Prism. The Colossus is holding its ground. He can juggle some of these units back, making sure the Colossus doesn't take too much damage. Disc may have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew right now. He needs to make sure that Colossus gets out of here. He went a little bit too deep in the paint, and once again, Future comes in, always looking for an opportunity, brings the Banshee in the back. The Colossus is going to desperately try to defend. He picks it right back up. The Observer is over this army. There's no more Disruptors. He got a couple good shots, but the game is now looking very dicey. The tank's taking a lot of damage. The Colossus is dying to a Banshee! The Banshee gets another kill! And in comes Future, tearing through everything once again. He's just so good with these early harass units. Reminding me very much of like a Korean Terran, which is one of the biggest compliments you can give a Terran player. Always on top of exactly the tools he needs. Yeah, more Marines and Marauders are coming in. Stalkers do not stand up to the task. Disc is going to be losing his third. Future lost some SCVs in the last fight. Disc, does he have a Disruptor on the way? No. He has 2 Robos, but unfortunately not able to get enough. Are those Zealot? No, Adepts are warping in. He does not have Glaives. It looks like he'll hold for now. There's a single tank with this. Hopefully he doesn't have to pull the probes. He does have to pull the probes. The cost efficiency of this bio army is ridiculous. The probes just trying to box out. He hopefully doesn't lose too many. The Blink Stalkers doing their best, but Future, the Banshees, the real MVPs. Once again, the starport units coming in. A Colossus comes out, but it doesn't look like it's going to turn the tides. Disc. Gonna drop 2. I do like the Colossus micro, but GG. Future just 2 on top of those units. Is he Is Future actually streaming? I didn't realize he was actually streaming. Maybe he's not.
Now I have your
I don't.
attention.
Happy winter SC break, everyone.
No, he's not. He just has that as his BattleNet thing. I feel like Disc made some good moves there, but oh god. The thorn in the side, Banshee. Cerulean is Disc. Not a bad. Future's stream is twitch.tv/future1, but he has streamed like twice ever, so... Can somebody go poke Kiwion and ask if he's up for a match? Though I don't know if he wants to play Future. Wait, is he streaming? I think he stopped streaming. Damn it, Kiwion. I was about to be like, well, Future beats Special. And Special kind of... No, wrong. Not that music, Jimmy. This one. Thank you. He hosted Game Time. Apparently Disc is quitting Protoss today. Maybe he can teach me how to play the ZVP. So people keep doing this with the gateways. I'm gonna ask Disc after the game. Be like, but why though? I know it's to block the Reaper. I guess it's worth it. As long as you get a pylon near your mineral line, eventually. I mean, the thing you do have to remember as a Protoss, and I think a lot of newer players and less experienced, even up through Masters, of course, an important rating you need to be worrying about with your pylon placements is the pylon efficiency and, of course, necessary infrastructure safety rating. And you want to maximize how useful your pylons are, like making sure you have super pylons, making sure your tech is not vulnerable. Those are all key things when it comes to especially your first 4 or 5 pylons. A Marine!
First blood.
Thank you, Kafriki. So once again, Future opening with a Marine. This is just such soothing. This is like what they would play in Joey Ray's lounge. Not the bar, but the lounge. Chill, space country, hip-hop beats to study/relax to. Now, well, if he delays the CC, this is actually big. Because there's only going to be 2 Marines on the way out. The other Marine, 3 Marines can kill in a depth. It's all micro-oriented. So what does Disc do? He's about to get trapped. Or is he? Who's trapping who? It's kind of hard to tell. Is he just going to keep his shields up? Yep. It delayed the CC. That's a win. Blink. 3, 2. What? Where's my robo? You cheeky devil. Give me the robo. Right there. Put it right there. Put it right there where it won't get scanned. I'm just here so I don't get scanned. I'm so confused what do you do. If he's not going to build a robo, why are you getting glaives? Dark Shrine? Like, you don't need this much gas if you're going for glaives. Ooh, this is very sneaky. He was hunting, Future was hunting for that first adept. 3 adepts are going to be very suspicious here. But, and not seeing that gas. Bunker time? Bunker time, baby. It's bunker time. Yeah. You don't just have 3 adepts sitting at home. That's makes with no extra gas. I think Disc is now like, oh, I don't know anymore. That getting scouted at all. Oh god, a Banshee. Not another one. Oh no. That happened. Did either player notice the Banshee? Okay, Disc did. I'm not sure if Future saw. Oh, he's coming in. There's about to be a tank though. So Future, yeah, he knows what's up. I mean, what else is there to do though? The Banshee's gonna get damage done. There's no stopping that. He has to go. Oh my god, the positioning so dirty. He has to go. Like there's no oh, whoa! You can't leave the door open. Oh, that's a he was microing the Banshee. That's a lot of SCVs dead. It's also gonna be several probes, but like, whoa, that's a huge mistake. That is not what he wanted. Of course, the adepts will get cleaned up. The question is, how much damage will be done on both sides? The fact that this Banshee is going to work is super important. No adepts will survive. 11 SCVs. He killed 7 probes. Future's... Oh, he killed the Banshee. Okay. But alongside 11 SCVs were 2 tanks as well. So, and the Banshee died. So, overall, this time, Disc has come out on top. But that hit to his economy means he doesn't have much follow-up tech. Ooh, no. Yeah, that's not happening. He's just confirming Future's still at home. Yeah. You might be like, Winter, what about the bunch of adepts? No, adepts are no good. Okay, adepts, they lose their value. They throw their shade, but then they stop trending after a couple weeks. Once you get enough tanks. Especially if you don't have +1. Oh, he saw the bunker. Was salvaged. Will Future pull the boys? 2 boys. Another Banshee's coming in. Oh, little sloppy by Future this game. There is going to be blink. If these tanks siege up. Oh, he sees the army. The adepts are coming in. Perfect timing. The backstab.
Yes. Just as I deserve.
1-3.
I don't know what that means. The blink stalkers are in the middle. Oh, he doesn't have blink. But he's trading with the Marines, so that way he can eventually jump on the tanks ideally. You got to be careful not to eat too many tank shots. 7 more SCVs went down. Future barely mining. There is no third for Disc. But at this point, the Marines have been thinned out. 369. Oh, yeah. Oh. There's a tank there. Don't do it! Okay, well. Friendly fire. He's going to lose some SCVs. Couple more. Now, this is starting to get diminishing returns here. But the Blink Stalkers are at the front. There are 2 tanks. This is a dangerous game being played right now. Oh, he's going to try to blink into the main. There's a tank in the main. As long as he can avoid getting hit by more than 1 tank at a time. Drilling claws are on the way. There's another Banshee! Don't do it. Don't do it! Disc! You madman! Accidentally targeted one of the Marines. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Tanks are so good. Oh, the Banshee kills the sentry. And once again, the Banshee gets in. This Adept is a real hero. He stayed alive for quite a while. Oop. 10 SCVs die, but the battery's out of energy. Is there... He recalls... I hope that's an observer. He does. Oh, gets it! Ooh. That was very close. Wait, did he recall a surveillance mode observer? He did, which gave it a little bit of extra vision right during the recall. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but he keeps diving in. Definitely diminishing returns here. That last attack, 14 stalkers are quite an expense. Is there a forge? No. A Templar Archives is on the way. I don't think that's for Storm. I doubt it is. This is not really a Storm situation. Unless he's going to go Storm drop. I mean... Unfortunately, Future's had 3 CCs, and the 3 CC Terran is super scared. Now, what is he going mech? Oh, he's just got a second... At this point, you have so many tanks. Okay, so this is happening. If you're Disc, you really need Immortals. That is a lot. 5 tanks. Ooh. He's going Storm drop, yep. We haven't seen this in a while, but... Oh, God. That's a lot of tanks. And Drilling Claws mines. Oh, but wait. Good moves. Big moves. Right here. 1 tank on the high ground. Oh, no! He wants it so bad. Nope. Not gonna get it. There's still some Adepts here. He shades in. There are no real tank. Well, that tank can siege up. Some more SCVs will die. Gotta be so... Oh, my God. That's so many Widow Mines. There's no way he can do that. There's no forge. The big thing for Disc is the lack of upgrades here, especially against like a mech Terran. Nope, there's a tank there! Congratulations, you found another one! It's like Pokemon battles when you don't want Pokemon battles. That's pretty much what siege tanks are. It's like, not another fucking Rattata in the grass. Nobody, like, aren't we done with this? Can we just skip this part? A double drilling mine drop. Oh, so this could be either really good or really bad for both sides. Oh, he's gonna storm on top. That's too many tanks. Oh, Jesus Christ, these probes are so fucking dead. Oh, the Adepts are going. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Ow, ow. And he's not done. But wait, there's more.
Oh, hey.
He recalls. No, God. Oh, ow, 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 ow. 19 probes. 4 CV. Ow. And they're still cloaked because they're Drilling Claws. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're going to recharge. He doesn't know exactly when they hit. He just knows they're terrible. So it appears, once again, it was quite bad for Disc. 4 starports. Where's the fusion core, Future? Where is the fusion core? Thank you. Another Drilling Claws drop on the way out. Handful of Marines. Is there anything back here? There's always another tank coming out. He's got 11 tanks right now. That's disgusting. Is there even charge? If he could stop 1 or 2 of these drops from coming in. Like, Stalkers do not counter tanks and liberate. Well, they kind of... Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful probes. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh. This one isn't so bad. But he can just pick them up. Oh, my God. Battlecruiser time. Battlecruiser time. Start it. Battlecruiser, Battlecruiser, Battlecruiser. Disgusting. He's not building his cruisers yet. Any second now. Oh God, they're still here. They got another volley off. Oh. Here we go. Now, wasn't there a storm drop opportunity at some point? He's got like full energy Templar in those medevacs. Blink Stalkers are no longer an option. 11 tanks. That's just not very nice. Don't blink. This is going to be one of those games where Disc is almost ready to break through. He might actually get through the ground army, and then guess what? Oh my god. Wait, he didn't blink back. Blink back. Pop! That was a bit of a mistake from Future. Probably should have seen that. Finally, Future makes a mistake. It's one of those games where you barely hold the ground army. It's like, okay, thank god. And then half a dozen battlecruisers jump in. It's like, oh! Anti-armor missile plus battlecruisers? So good. Because the battlecruisers fire so ridiculously. Oh no, oh, the Cheeto dust attack. And now, good luck fighting that for quite a time. Oh no. The battlecruisers are on the way. He has +1 ship weapons and counting. An Archon. Oh, okay, this is it. This is the only chance that Disc has. He's drawing the fire. The Liberator's Siege. The Stalkers are on everything. It's hard to tell what's happening. Yep. And the Battlecruisers win. As is. Well, Future was really far ahead. Thank you to Disc for playing. Let me throw him some dirty esports money. But Future is too strong, it seems, against Protoss. I'd like to find an opponent for... Twitch.tv/discsc2, guys, by the way.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. What? Oh.
GG's. I don't know. I don't want to take loss already. You played well. That's not the issue. You played well.
Thanks for playing. The new Terran.
Went through with the $15 donation. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. You moved Terran. Yeah, I mean, I just think I played poorly, honestly. So that's on me, man. That's my fault. Thank you, though. Appreciate that. Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate it. Ben fãs logado, por favor, ajuda ton niveau.
Nice. French Canadian. Alright.
I try to get back something that I'm not into. My mind is paralyzed.
I'm asking Future if he has someone who he thinks would want to play him. We'll see. It's kind of the off season right now, so not everybody, like, there aren't that many people on every night. I'm making sure everybody gets their dirty esports money for playing. Is Special around? Thank you, Jamura, for 47 months, by the way. But I just don't enjoy 4 years. Mm.
I'm good with change in my pocket. My way ain't perfect, it's mine, so that seems worth it, right?
We have a challenger.
Don't need that pressure from ya. No need to
A new challenger approaches from Storm Gaming. It's Rayz, who's a rank. He's also a Protoss player. He's within a few MMR of Disc. Will Future beat him down? We're looking for a Protoss that could take a game off Future right now, pretty much. I'm gonna make him play Stasis again because every game on Stasis is hilarious. Remember to go check out Disc, guys, if you're looking for... I think he's one of the few Protoss players playing right now. Like, well, besides me, of course. But when it comes to streaming high-level Protoss, he's probably your top player right now to be watching. Ask about the Reaper wall. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, maybe Rayz will do it. I'll ask him. Rayz versus Future. I just keep giving Future money. What do 16-year-olds even spend money on? Magic cards? Shut up, Grandpa! They have Magic Arena online now. I don't know.
a fortress, and we thought it was stronger. Keeping your distance. I thought we were better.
Virtual Magic cards. Alright, I'm on point. Okay, we're back. Tuesday night fights. Let me introduce you to our challenger. In the top right, from Storm Gaming, it is Rayz, the top Grandmaster Protoss player. Besides all the stuff I just said, I'm gonna very quickly fill time until I can look him up.
Now I have your
He has won
attention.
about $5,000. He's not a pushover. In StarCraft 2, most of which was in Legacy of the Void. Including some WCS finishes, not near the top, not like BlizzCon, but a competitor. And then, in the top left, it's the King of the Hill. The Cheesadelphia champion. The up-and-coming Terran player. Looking like, next year might be one to look out for the American Terran. We haven't had a Terran player from America since Pult, who really... Captain America. I'm trying to think. I hope I'm not forget. Like, Massa is Canadian. Special is Mexican. Yeah, I'm trying to... I'm sorry for my American Terran friend. Nathanius is too busy casting. I'm not sure why he's building the barracks out here. It's super easily scout. I guess if you just scout in and out. Once again. Oh, Rayz is taking the proxy potentially seriously, but he saw the racks on the way out. Oh, wait a second.
Now
This
I
is
have your
stasis, so
attention.
proxy counter proxy is the
Thanks
way of the
again
land.
for all the fun.
Thank you, Venom. And hardly lost. Yeah, I'm really trying to think. Yeah, Future is the best Terran in America. And it might be by a pretty large margin. I'd have to look it up when it comes to, like, official rankings, but... Alright. A Stargate is on the way. A choice we haven't seen yet today. On the other side, a Hellion. Oh, a Cyclone. No, what? A Widow Mine. Is the probe gonna kill the SCV? No. No. Probe lost faith in itself. Never give up on yourself, Probe. You can do it. No, there's... No. Ah. Well. But the Adept is coming in. This is actually kind of an awkward scenario. And it's going to be here before the Widow Mine. He could potentially dodge out the Widow Mine shot. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Does he do it? Do it.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, is he just going to dodge straight up? I'm really, like, one of my favorite little micro tricks that is almost more effort than it's worth is the Adept Shade dodge of the Widow Mine hit. It has to be very precise timing so you don't just screw it up or just outright lose your unit. Ow. First Phoenix is coming in. The Widow Mine. This could be kind of awkward. Did you see it lock? It didn't touch it. Ooh. But the Scout sees Cloak researching. This is shaping... I'm excited. Like, based on what I've seen thus far, this is looking like... He comes back in to confirm it. Okay, don't lose the Phoenix. But I'm liking the way Rayz is approaching this. Where did the Widow Mine go? Where did the Widow Mine go? Ah! Right there. Very sneaky. This map has some weird inconsistencies with where things can, like, where they look burrowed and stuff. What? That got hit by something. Maybe a Marine or two? I'm not sure what hit this Phoenix. I don't know. I'm reading into it too much. Anyway, back to the casting. Which is what I was already doing. Wow, I'm a professional. A single tank is moving out. Is this a one tank? Oh, well, there are 8-9 Marines. The Adept's gonna see this. The Banshee scouts it. Observer on the way. He's gonna be able to box out the Banshee. His Cloak done. He does have Cloak, but there's the Observer right there. There's the Observer right there. Come back. The rest of the Phoenixes are on the way back. But, unfortunately, the Banshee made it past. We all know how effective Future's Banshees can be. 2 SCVs, a dozen Marines or so. Maybe a little bit under that. 10 Marines. There is an Immortal. This is such an odd scenario here. The Banshee coming back in. You stop with these Banshees. It's disgusting how effective his Banshees are. I'm disgusted. There is a Widow Mine involved. No, you can't be shading on that. Oh, that's a dangerous game. Oh. Ooh. And the Banshee. Oh my god. He's tearing him apart. He got the tank. But... Oh, okay. Saved. But the Banshee! Goddamn Banshees! You stop! Thankfully, he flies into the Phoenix. In comes a Liberator. That is not the best... Like, probes are not the best unit to fight Marines. He's trying to hold... The bunkers are about to finish! Can he get in any of the bunkers? No, he picks up one. Oh my god, 27 probes. You cannot let a Banshee get away. Future's Banshees are disgustingly effective. 27 probes. Oh, jeez. Is there anything back you don't like? He has a lot of energy. You can kill like 4 or 5 SCVs. He's gonna have to do a lot more than that. Is there a 3rd command center? There is not. He's just building a bunch of wrecks. A Colossus is out. Oh, there's a Dream. But, oh, 27 probes is a lot of probes. That Banshee. This is kind of a... This is a very weird scenario, actually. Because Future keeps sending his units across. He's going to have huge production here. The pickups can be there. Rayz trying to hold on to things. Now, the Phoenixes should be chasing here. In comes another Banshee. Gotta be very careful not to lose any of these key units. Oh no, not another Banshee! Where is the Observer? There's just a single Colossus. This is such a weird situation. Where did the obs go? I don't... He needs to recall it. He recalled it to the net because there wasn't enough energy on the main. These Banshees need to stop. Why is there a tank here? I'm pretty sure a tank beats a Colossus in single target combat. I don't... Welcome to Stasis, everyone. Have a nice day. Enjoy the cheese wheel. The Banshee runs out of energy before the Observer gets there, just insulting it, making it feel like it's useless. Which is very sad. Disc has caught up somewhat in the worker count. But Future, does he have a third? No, he is slamming out of 5 ranks. If there are not at least 2, maybe more Colossi. Okay, he's got 2. 3 against this mass bio play. He still has kept the Phoenixes alive. So Rayz has taken a beating. But if he can weather one more, he might be in position. Okay, he can pick up all the Marines, and then the tank is the icing on the cake. Yes. You're a little soppy here. Oh, watch out for the Widow Mines! Don't attack. Yeah. Past the early game, it seems like he's been a little bit disjointed when it comes to the attacks. It's Rayz, not Disc. All Protoss look the same to me. I wear my space racism proudly. I'm just gonna start going full tasteless and just being like, Protoss, okay? Just say the name of their race. It's like, alright, looks like Protoss still has a bunch of Phoenixes. The drop coming in. We'll see if Protoss is in place to defend. The double drop. Is he... Are those Widow Mines? Oh my god, is he gonna drop on top? That could be a huge play. This is a strong attack out of Future. How many Colossi? 3. Oh, the Widow Mines are everything. The Widow Mines are the game, essentially. If he's able to stop the Widow Mines from dropping on top, does... The boys! They're on the way across. It makes sense in this scenario, but the boys are coming up. They can eat a lot of shots. Those boosted medevacs with the mines, so important. He's dropping right on top of everything. The mines are being picked up. He picks up all the... Did he get all of them? One mine goes off. That's it. The boys are locked out of the base. Rayz with the quick split-second pickups. Future, he's stuck at the ramp. Only... How did he get... He's slipping through some of the force fields. There's still 3 Colossi. Boys being slaughtered left and right. There's still a lot of bio closing the distance. There's barely anything in front. The probes have to be pulled. No, not the rocks! Not the rocks! Not the rocks! Oh, it's a disaster! All he needed to do was not attack the rocks. Oh, oh, he barely has the... Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Still, the Phoenixes are out of energy. He has to pick up. It's not over yet because, like, all the SCVs were pulled. Future is mining off a mule-only economy. Another warp-in. He's getting an Oracle. This is way, way, way closer than it ever needed to be. But we're here now. The Marauders targeting down. The energy will come back. The probes are gonna kill the Marauders. And now the Phoenixes have gotten their energy back. Rayz will hold, but that was... Whoa, wait. He canceled his Colossus to get the money to warp in. The Marauders are back. No, that's not where the probes want to be. Future. Oh, a disaster. Future is still mining on a solid economy because mules, well, he just... Oh, God. Those Phoenixes... Oh. Here comes another wave. The Observer gonna scout it. That's just Marines. He's building 2 medevacs. The Stasis Sword could be massive here. Looks like he's gonna try to bait him into it. There's several Adepts. He's warping him in. Kind of desperate. To Stasis, and then he can chase the Marines down. Wait, no, he's got to try to jump this. The stim, the medevacs are on the way. Wait, oh, they're still not done. Another stasis at the top of the ramp, but he's kind of given he's kind of given up his hand. Rayz has rebuilt. He's up to 31 probes. I think it's time. He's rebuilding a Colossus. Another stem forward. You gotta be very careful. He sees the stasis ward. He's gonna try to just trigger it. He does. That's real unfortunate. Force fields. Oh no, 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 not the medevacs are here. He's gonna try to target down. Well, it's the lifts. The lifts are really good. Okay. There's just not quite enough Marines, or are there? I don't. It's hard to tell. A Colossus is about to come out. This game has gone full NA. He needs to chrono boost that Colossus so badly. There's a shield battery, but the pylon is slightly out of place to power it. He's almost out of energy. The Colossus chrono boosted. He's desperately got to try to. The Marines are coming up. The Colossus taking down. He's splitting. He's splitting. The Colossus is falling. He knocks it down with just Marines. The medevac's being chased. 2 more adepts are on the way. Future doing so much with so little. Another. Oh, he just needs to really chrono this out. The medevacs. Is there anything else? It's just Marines. Can he cut him off? He has energy. Rayz has obviously been thrown through the gauntlet here, I guess is the best way to put it. In come the medevacs. Those medevacs so value. So value. He's going to get one. No. No. No, Phoenix has lost. He's actually lost 1 Phoenix this whole game, which is super impressive. Despite everything else that's happened. Future is dipping in supply. Another stasis ward at the top of the ramp. Oh, another medevac goes down. Future's been on life support, even despite the Great Rock incident of 2018. Does he see the stasis? No! That's a GG stasis right there, I think. A Colossus and that stasis. Oh, but these probes! Run, probes! Run away! The Marines continue to trickle across. That Colossus is out. It does have thermal lance as well. Oh, big swipes coming out. And I think Rayz has finally beaten down the American Terran way closer than it ever should have been. What a mess. Future, just the cost efficiency. But Rayz at the same time, the greatest enemy of any player is not your opponent. It is not yourself. Apparently, it's rocks. Kairos Junction is the choice from Young Future. Isn't there a rapper named Future? Well, I guess Future's Hellions are always spitting hot fire. Okay. Tuesday night fights continue on Kairos Junction. Future has shown weakness, even though it was on stasis. Now we're on a more typical, standard, also known as boring map. Make them play on Redshift 5 times in a row, Winter. Do it. No, I won't. I won't do it. Thank you, Sneaky Badger. I had Rayz's Wikipedia page. I'm not sure how old he is. I don't think he's been, yeah, he's only been playing for a few years competitively. Good for him. He was very close to qualifying for WCS last year. I actually casted some of his matches as well, of course. Of course, that's why I'm here. I'm not here for my gameplay. I'm here for that. Here for theirs. I like the choice of the purple, by the way, from Rayz. I gotta say, not too many players choose the purple color. Too many players choose the light pink color. I don't have a problem with the light pink, besides, like, on some lighter colored maps, it's hard to see it on the mini-map, which is super annoying. But the purple color is pretty legit. Especially, wait, let's see. Let's go to the Rayz cam. Does he? Nope, he uses team colors. So for those who don't know, pro tip, if you're ever in a team game and are wondering why everybody's the same color, Alt-F changes that. Actually, I'm not sure if that's his or not, but anyways, Alt-F changes team colors. And that's possibly why when you go to this and try to change your colors for your player in-game and you want to be any of the above, depending on what you think looks good, and it doesn't change, that's why. We got the Reaper block. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. A sentry opener. Hard countered by the one Marine, one... No, is it... He's gonna proxy a starport. We've seen this before. He is a dangerous man. What? What is happening? This is... What is this? What is this? No! Is he gonna force field? Don't do it. Oh, get him, probe. Oh my god. He gets in and... What? The hero Marine.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
Scouting complete. Ah! Oh, the sentry's blocking! Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if the sentry first was the best... Twilight's on the way. He's gonna go ahead. Well, he's gonna see just hard wallet, baby. None of this shit. Hard wall. Oh, he doesn't have the minerals. Okay, but there wasn't a Reaper, so he can't pop him up. The Reaper allows you to grenade and bounce the Stalker out of the way and potentially get your Hellions in. So that's the danger. What's happening here? Okay, it was a hallucinated Phoenix. The lack of starport should be very concerning for Rayz. Where is your starport? There is no starport. Rayz is reacting. Rayz Reacts is my new series on YouTube, okay? NA Pro Gamers React. I'm just gonna piggyback off other people's content. How do you feel about this Liberator rush? Ah, the force field! On point! Nailing it! Gotta get that sentry out of there, but the Liberator has been shut down. Oh, just wall it off. Just wall it off. Just get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Don't let him in! Don't let him in! Those are bad Hellions. They're bad Oh no, the Liberator. Future! Future! No! It's a disaster! He comes in 11 probes, 12 probes! How does this always happen? He should be able to kill this before losing a Stalker. Another Liberator's coming in. No. It's so obvious he's gonna make another Liberator. That starport is as close as it can be without being spotted. Well, if he had built the pylon on the edge, maybe you would have seen it? Oh no, another one. Is Blink done? Ah! Stop it! How does he always do this? It's disgusting. In an impressive way, but oh my god. His starport units just open everything up. There's an SCV. What? Also, what is this music? StarCraft, get it together. Give me something good. Still not good. Give me it back. There we go. All right. That's one way you can hack it. This bunker gonna make this... If there wasn't a bunker, this push actually is kind of dicey with that many Stalkers out, but the bunker really screws things up here. When he sees... Oh, that's not gonna be a fun. He's just gotta give it up. There it goes. Where did that medevac come from? Okay. Future is so good at the... Like, what, I keep saying it, but he reminds me of a Korean Terran. Oh my god. The way he uses just these tiny... Whoop, he bounced the Observer back in by getting behind it. The way he uses those early game units and throughout the game is just Disgusting. Disgusting! Or amazing, depending on if you're a Protoss or not. He depot blocks the base. The worker count, 52 for the Terran, 46 for Protoss. 1-1 in charge on the way. The one thing Rayz does have going from his map control, because the starport was on the other side of the map for so long, that means without medevacs, Future can't reliably move out safely. And he doesn't really have many harass options for a while besides this SCV. Why is there an SCV here? Anyways. But he does have a solid economy, and he has plenty of time to ramp up that production. Stim pack +1 gonna finish up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Blink. Okay. It looks like it's the brute force flood strat coming out of Rayz. He's going for the 1-1. Ooh, get a bunker there. Oh my god. Never mind. He's going for the 1-1. He's warping in a ton of zealots and sentries. He doesn't appear to be going for any sort of higher level of tech. If he can jump on... What? No, where are you going? Wait, is this gonna work? Did he spot the prism? What is it? One zealot? Is this your plan? Is this the whole plan? I mean... Eh.
Wow.
Where did the prism go? Okay, it's up there. Right above Tashi's Vespine gas station. You know, the prices are low, but the chance of survival is lower. And that does force Rayz to expand to another location. Turrets are lining the bases. There's no splash damage for the one. He's got 2-2 on the way, but it's a long way off. This is the danger zone now. Rayz needs to crush this army. He cannot let it get to his base, because if everything is sieged up and placed down... Oh, perfect timing. Great backstab here. There are turrets and a Widow Mine. Oh, he's trying to bait. Will this be the masterful bait he's looking for? Does he realize there's a Widow Mine right there? Oh, he's not even going to bother. He dragged the army back. This is the very key timing. He needs the 2-2 done. Without the 2-2, the cost efficiency of his arm... You go get him, probe. You get him. You got this. I believe in you. He scans. There are no gases here. The probes are transferring. That gives Future all the information he needs. Chrono! Chrono booster! Yes, thank you. He needs him to siege up. He needs to buy himself another 30 seconds to have a chance at this fight. Future's army is disgusting. I'm sorry, I'm a little biased on this cast. I'm not sorry. What is that, a tank? Gets it into a nice position just a little bit quicker. +2 attack. 5 seconds out. There are no pylons here to protect. +2 armor, not done yet. The Widow Mine's gonna hurt. Or are they gonna hurt enough? Is the scan? The scan is off. Oh, whoa, the DTs are underneath. Does he notice? Does he notice? The splash damage is actually just killing the DTs, but the DTs might be turning the tides, just barely. Another scan. He gets 1. Nope, look at the supply. That's why upgrades are important. Didn't have the armor. Also, engaging from a single angle into tanks and mines just is not usually gonna cut it. GG, Future take. Desperation Templar gonna turn the tides on that one. Future, like, I'm not sure at this point if there's anyone on NA, maybe Neeb, that can handle Future's early game reliably. And actually, when Neeb versus Future happened in Star Ladder just a couple months ago. I mean, that's a couple months, but Future... Wait, did Future beat Neeb? No, Masa beat Neeb. That was different. Maybe M Canning? Yeah, maybe. Maybe you. Maybe you out there. Well, I'm talking about Protosses specifically. Maybe me. Well, Pig has been part of Team Burger, but Rayz has switched to make it more confusing for me. Thank you for switching to orange instead of something much more distinct. Anyways, let's put their points on the board. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, Pig has played on Team Burger before, but Pig's Protoss I don't think is on the level of either Rayz or Disc, and they're both struggling. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it's just me. If I had to bet, I'm not a betting man. I rage quit Hearthstone in like 3 games whenever I do download it and play it on my phone, and then they're like, why is it 4 gigs on my phone? Or however much it is. But it's like, it's too many gigs. And then I just get angry. It's like, oh, I guess I didn't get the cards, and I don't like playing games on my phone because I'm bad with touchscreens anyways. Moving on. Yeah, it's actually a good point. Scarlet playing Protoss. There we go. That's a real challenge. Scarlet, if you're watching, I'm down. Let's do it. I love the beautiful pathing there. A Marine again. I want to point out, Future, has he made a single Reaper in both of these series? I don't think so. It's been Marine first every single time. Was there even an SCV scout? No. He's like, well, I could just scout with a Marine like last game. I actually want to see the Sentry first again. He's going to go for an adept. He's like, no, not again. Gonna sneak out the SCV. But Rayz should see that.
First blood.
Yeah, Scarlet's been off racing for quite a while. I remember it was like an MLG in 2013. Oh my god, stop with this. Wait, Rayz might figure it. Wait a second. What? No! Oh god! He clicked so close. It's so sad. The CC finishes. Here come the Hellions. I like that. The cancel recall, but still. Huh? The SCV was in the main. It got in. But. Wait. Was it?
Command center upgrade complete.
No, the SCV he was sending out, I'm being dumb. The SCV he was sending out, I'd be like, what was it doing? It was building the starport. What am I talking about? He didn't scout with that. He doesn't need to scout. He just needs to kill a bunch of probes early, and then scouting doesn't matter much anymore, because they have no economy. Oh my god. Oh, look, this is Rayz's vision. Oh, Jesus Christ. How does Future do it? No, he's just a pretty fucking smart guy. Oh, nice. This is an interesting counterplay. But he still gets... He's gonna drop him down. No, oh god. And what? There are 2 Marines! The 2 Marine kicker. Oh, no! No! Okay. Okay. Maybe he can stop it. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. And guess what? Up next is a Cloak Banshee. Does he even have a robo? He does. Oh, my God. There's an SC. Why are there SCVs on the way across? I don't... That's... Is the medevac still alive? No, the medevac died, so the Widowmine's not as useful. But, so, what's the end result? 18 probes, 19 total. Oh, no! No, 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 no! No! Oh, God! It's a disaster. There's 2 more, by the way. You can't just... Is he really going to get baited? Is he watching? I'm looking at the Rayz cam. Is he going to try to pick up the ones he just had? But oh, does he see the 2 more? They recharged. There's a Banshee. The Phoenixes need to... Oh, Jesus Christ. He can see it, but he can't kill it. He has to recall. The Observer's off-center. He might actually... Oh. God. Some random Widow Mines. He's going mech again. Just like against Disc. And he did it successfully. Oh. Oh, so close to a nice pick. Like, I'm fully on Team Rayz now. He's just gonna chase it. I love this. He's chasing it through the, he can see the shimmer. He knows it only has so much energy. Okay, so this is a win. Nice. Another Banshee gonna pop out. The Observer coming close. Same situation. Oh, no, 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 no. The Masterful Baits! Okay, he didn't kill. He can maybe eat another hit. No, he can... If future scans, I'm gonna quit the game, by the way. He didn't have enough energy to scan. What? He's like... Uh-huh. I'm going home. Or am I? Does he have the Cyclone upgrade? Magfield Accelerator? He's not getting... He's getting Drilling Claws. We saw this to great effect. He's hunting. Rayz has almost stabilized. Like, if he can... Oh, he found... Yes, he got it. Okay. So, the one thing Rayz might not realize here is that he's up against mech. Colossi, okay against Widow Mines, but this is an awkward scenario. He's gonna, oh, the baits. The Drilling Claws. Dangerous game.
Yes, yes, yes. Just as I deserve.
Just
Thank
starting
you.
to get back.
So many Widow Mines. But there are 2 Colossi. That's actually quite good. So. The drop is going towards the main. Are there cannons? He's building cannons now. This is a weird fight, but the Colossi are actually fine here. As long as he has detection. Where are the observers? The Widowmine drop is heading towards the main. He really needs to block this. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Those are Drilling Claws. He's just gonna keep a couple. Oh no, he's worrying about the front. 6 probes is not the end of the world. He's gonna eat a couple more. This is such a weird army. He doesn't have an observer. He does have an observer. Okay. He's got to be careful. Like, the observer's right in the midst of everything. But, oh, there's no cannon. What happened to the cannon? Oh my god. This is so... Oh, the minefield! Jesus. Oh, oh my god.
Is the past tense of yeet yeeted.
It's a massacre. Oh no, not this one too. He has the Cyclone upgrade. Now, he didn't lock on to the Nexus, which is maybe the only saving... Is Blink done? He's staying close enough. Oh, what a save! But for how long? Yeah, about 3 seconds. Another Widow Mine hit. Future, meching it happen. Okay, kill the base, Future. Oh my god! It doesn't really matter. Everything's terrible. Doesn't matter if he's... Oh, there goes... I don't even know what hit it. I think it was a Cyclone? No, the Widow Mines are in the main! Oh no, just as he... Oh, here comes the... Oh no, oh my... I would not blame him for leaving the game right now. Future's killed 58 probes. Like... He's still building medevacs out of a proxy starport. Like... That didn't take long. Rayz is down to 34 probes, but he has a full bucket of sadness. Fuck that Phoenix. 2 tanks. If the Cyclones knock on, you're committed. But it's not gonna get better for Rayz. Like, I admire that. Oh my god. I admire that he's still in the game, but like, oh jeez. It's still, there's still a lot. Oh, the tanks are sieging up. The tanks are flanking. There's an SCV in the main. What? Oh, oh god. Well, Future, just the little details. Like the 2 Marines that came in. 2 Marines with the Hellion drop. Tore everything wide open just because any distraction means more probes lost. The can is on. I'll put him up. But like, we might get the Cheesadelphia finals we never thought we would have. Oh god, he's so good at those early units. Oh, we got the Star Wars sounding music. Okay, Rayz. Like, this is the power of Terran players like this. They can make anyone, even one of the top players in the entire continent, kind of look like a noob. The way, just the manner in which he's dismantling him, and he has throughout any series we've watched, is impressive, disgusting, and there's a lot of potential. The one thing I do think is Future's biggest weakness, if I had to come up with something, he does really lean on his timings. Sometimes he'll lean so hard it'll just tilt him over the top. As in, if he's committed to a 2-base timing, he's not getting a third command center. He's not going for those late game units. He's going to micro his heart out for better, usually, or sometimes for worse.
Hey, did you hear
That kind of
there was
happened
a
in the
rat named
second.
Future too?
I think he named himself after the Terran player, which is respectable. We'll see what Rayz is bringing to the table. I don't know, like, what the play is here. Do you open 2-gate against Terran now? But if you open 2-gate and they don't go for the early pressure, then you're behind economically. If anybody wants to ask M. Canning if he'd be potentially interested in lining up to see if Future can knock him down, but it could be another bloodbath. Now, Rayz isn't out of it yet. I keep being like, every time I feel when I'm casting Future against a Protoss, it's like, yeah, but what would happen if he didn't lose 12, 15 probes in this game? But almost every single game, they lose 12, 15, 20 probes. And then, oh, really? Ooh, that's quite a commitment. Is the recall going to come off in time? No, he's going to lose that adept. But he delayed the CC. Yeah, the adept's dead. I don't know. Oh no.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oracle coming up. He doesn't have mag field accelerator, so the Oracle may live. Oh no. Oh, okay, he broke the lock just barely. He sees the army coming across. He might be able to get a tag. Ideally, use the Oracle as part of the army. I think something was canceled here. He might need to cancel the base. Okay, still no lock. Mag field accelerator is done. The scan will allow him to kill off. Oh god. Future just refuses. Oh, okay, the Widow Mine. The Widow Mine didn't work out. Another lock on. Oh, breaks it. Just the Immortal comes out. Now is the time. He needs everyone. Everything. He needs to go. Where is the Oracle? Get in there, Oracle. Get in there. It's your time to shine. The Oracle needs to get involved. He's targeting down. Oh god, the bunker finishes. The one SCV in the bunker. Unfortunately, the Oracle not getting as much done as you might hope. Some more Stalkers being warped in. Another lock-on to a warping-in Stalker, but the Cyclone... Oh, every lock-on does so much damage. 10 probes. Raises... The Oracle's still not getting involved. He needs something. That bunker is just ruining everything right now. That's the problem. Oh, no. He drops the Viking back down. The Robo will eventually be taken out. The Oracle coming around. He's actually just sending it across, it looks like. He's going to try to fight. Gets on top. It is vulnerable. He's chasing the Cyclones. The Cyclones really, really not making him a happy person. More Cyclones coming up. Another lock. That's another dead Stalker. Here comes Future. By the way, he's got a third command center halfway done. The Cyclones, there's no tech here. There's no units left for Rayz. He's fighting with only probes. Future has once again chosen a decisive timing with immaculate execution. He killed 20 probes. Now, Rayz has had... The one thing Future I don't think realizes is Rayz really got greedy and went for the third. He realizes now. Probably wondering like why he did quite so much damage. So the probe count is not as terrible as it has been in previous games, but it's still bad. I'm not sure what you do now. He scans, kills an observer in his base. But he built a bunch of chart. No, he's going for blink. He's going to try to play it out. It's going to be mech again from Future. Just working off that early Cyclone upgrade. I feel like... Yeah, more clones, Widowmines. Blink is a long way from happening. Drilling Claws is 10 seconds out. He doesn't have a Robo, and he doesn't have an Observer, which means he cannot see the Widowmines. This is very sad. He needs to kill them before they burrow. That's about all he can do. Oh god. He's drawing out Widowmine hits. I mean, that's something. Oh god, that one hits hard. There's still another one in the mix. The lock-ons are there. He's trying to draw the locked-on Stalkers. He desperately needs a Robo. There's still one Widowmine. He's just chipping at that base. Splitting off a probe. Okay, so for about 10 more seconds, he doesn't have to worry about Widowmines. But that time was running out soon. He gets the Cyclones. Another set of Drilling Claws gets one. This is, awkward is one way to put it. Blink is almost done. He can dodge with Blink. Oh my god. It's a wall. It's a Terran force field. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Oh. Show me where the Terran hurt you. He can blink. Oh, he's blinking back out of it. Oh no, more Widowmines! He targeted down the ops. He's got to blink past. Oh, but he blinks into more by. Oh. Oh my god. Five starports and a fusion core are on the way. Future has 83 SCVs. Oh my god. The observer has to be in a dangerous location. And the cyclones come in. Charge is done. 4 battlecruisers in production. Rayz is once again fighting it out like he's a Terran. Just getting beat down on every side. It feels like Future at this point has decided he doesn't want to kill him yet because he wants it to jump in the battlecruisers. Rayz starts 1-1. Possibly optimistic about his position in this game. I mean, what else can you do? There's not much left to do. Oof. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Are we gonna call in the fleet? There it is. Future takes it 3-1. That's rough. I'm gonna send Future more of his money. And Rayz as well. I'm kidding, he's in a pretty intense game right now. Yeah, he's been in a game for like 15 minutes. Like, how many Protoss can we see beat up on him before it's too much? Or get beat up? How you Protoss feeling after these series? I'm sending the dirty esports money out. Get Roddy. I'm pretty sure Roddy's asleep. Future says he's just showing good games for the fans. Okay, I'm gonna ask M. Canning after his game. I've got an idea. You guys want to play Future? Okay. You can play Future. curiosity. Platinum. Do you mind giving a shout out to my Twitter? Of course. Twitter.com/ wait, how many followers does he have right now? Future of Terran. Here's the link. Go follow this link, guys, before this game starts in order to tell Future and tweet at him if you actually use it. Give him 620 followers by the time we start this. Alright, Gazelle Wretch is Diamond 3. Let me get a nice... and a gold. So, a platinum, so like a full Metal League lineup. Somebody tell me when Cannings game ends. Actually, I don't think the overlay works for this. It will break if I use this. WCS overlay. It doesn't work for like 1v3. It just breaks. So, oh, thank you guys for following. Also, check out that pinned tweet. Make sure to like it. It's one of my favorites. Here, you guys, for those who don't know, this is the type of thing you can expect on Future's Twitter. It's not... I'm sorry, LS Diamonds. It sometimes bugs out. Alright, we're almost there. We did it. That can is done. I'm asking the can. I'm gonna have this. You can play another game. I want to see this now. Like, now that we have this all set up. A little bit of an intermission. Can 3, a gold, a platinum, and a Diamond League player, a low diamond, he's like Diamond 3, just barely, beat Future? 1 versus 3. No other rules. I mean, if they work a rush him, I'll be like, stop that. But no, there's no requirements besides no work a rush. Honestly, work a rush would be bad because he's Terran. So Let me introduce you to our challengers. This is very serious match. Wait, why can't I change the team colors? Tell me they're on the right team and they're not all in a free-for-all mode. Okay, it's fine. It is fine. Okay. Let me introduce you to our pros versus Joes show match. In the top left, we have the Platinum Terran player. Curiosity. In the bottom left, the Gold Protoss. It's Delta Command. And in the bottom right, from the Winter Relay clan, the barely Diamond Protoss as well. It is Wretch. All on a team together against the best Terran player in America. The 16-year-old champion of Cheesadelphia, taking down Puck once again. It is Future. He keeps beating up top Grandmaster players, so we thought we'd give him a real challenge, which of course is 3 less experienced ones. We've got multiple scouting workers coming in. Of course, all the challengers, the Joes, they all know where he is. But how do they decide to try to kill him? It looks like Future just going to do his normal macro build. There are a lot of strategies in this scenario. Like, do you try to kill one of the players, just take them out of the running, and then worry about the other 2? Do you just play defensive and hope they make mistakes? Like, I mean, there will be mistakes. But then what? First blood goes to Future.
First blood.
The Reaper on its way out. Going to be heading towards another Protoss base. Curiosity has a Reaper of his own. It's going across. And Future not going to really have any units here. Oh. Future's blocking out. Okay, smartly done. Staying defensive. The command center could be delayed. The SCV is pulled off the line. Good Reaper micro out of Curiosity. Unfortunately, the SCV going to make sure... Oh, he dodges past. The grenade is good. Going up to the high ground. Oh, and it's a block! He used the depot to change the AI of the Reaper and make it go up the ramp, then turn it the other way. I mean, I don't know what to expect, but pro plays were made. So that opens up an opportunity for Future to get everything online. Gonna build some Hellions. Very deadly in the past. The Reaper, he's gonna try to hit the grenade. He does. Goes on the chase. Somehow chasing a Reaper.
Pros versus Joes, a new series.
We're just freestyling. Somehow chasing a Reaper that had less HP than him, but Wretch doesn't have any units. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He is the highest ranked player on the Joe's team, and he left the door open, and the Hellions are in. He has no units. Here come the Hellions. Also enough Hellions to block out Curiosity. A lot of probes are going to die here today. At the same time as Future is defending back at home. Microing, oh, a little bit of anti-micro there. But all the probes at the net die. He's down to 24. He still has no units. Warp Gate is not done. Future's in the base. He's deflected at home. Wretch has nothing. And he's going to have even less. His teammate is coming to try to help him. Finally, some Warpins of Stalkers, but how many probes will be left? 10 probes. Oh my god. 9. Less than he started with here. The Hellions? He's down to 7. Future killing about 20 probes with 2 Hellions and 1 Reaper. Will eventually be cleaned up with the help of the teammate, but a Banshee's coming out. Cloak is on the way. Is there any sort of defense for Curiosity? We got Delta Command, who is our gold player, but in the opposite corner, he's been left alone. There is an engineering bay done, but he doesn't have a scan, and he doesn't have any turrets. So Future gonna come in, do some more worker damage, this time to the top left Terran, while simultaneously working his Hellions to the bottom left. He's gonna be able to take out some of the probes at the net, but there should be enough to defend up the ramp. The Banshee is cloaked. He's just evacuated the entire base. A scan is ready, but Curiosity is struggling to put it all together. These were cleaned up. Delta Command left with 29 workers. Curiosity still has 32. The scan is dodged out. He stops the turret for a little bit longer. One has finished at the net. Wretch is desperately trying to catch up in workers. He's barely been able to do anything. Storm is on the way. Future is going for... Well, he's still got the 111 he's working with. But he has 42 workers right now. In comes a Banshee, Wretch. He does have an Observer, but only has a couple in the way of Stalkers. I don't know if Future spots the Observer out, but the shift click is all over the probes. I don't know what else is happening on the other side. The Banshee gonna survive. Future's Banshee is just incredibly deadly in every scenario, as we've seen in so many matches. Not this one. Not as deadly. It will be taken. What the... Okay. And a push is coming out. He's going to target Curiosity again. Delta Command, just by virtue of being on the other side of the map, drawing very little attention from the professional Terran. Where are you going with this? He's going to protect his teammate, but he might want to consider protecting himself. There is a Raven. It has enough energy for one interference matrix. I don't think that's going to be enough to break this through. Oh. He uses one. Going to give him an opportunity to siege up the tanks in position. Does he have targeting potential? The split is there. Minimizing. Oh, it did. He can. He kills the tank. He's breaking through. So Future making some headway. He's going to cancel or kill the third command center. A couple Vikings on the way back. The tank push continues forward. Delta Command, will he come save his teammate? This is barely a push at all. Oh, another interference matrix just in time. He can target the tank as well. He's going to get the siege. 2 shots before anything else. The repair. The repair. Oh, not enough! The Marines added the damage, and he's breaking through. Delta Command is on the way back. Curiosity pulling everything. Zelrech still pretty dead from the early harass. The Orbital Command is under fire. He will lift it. Future is pushing through. He needs reinforcements in order to hold the Stalkers trying to come up the ramp. The base exposed. The Vikings hit the deck. He's trying to cover for his teammate. Good coordination so far from the Joes. Well, down goes one tank. A lot of hits coming out. And Future will be driven back. But at a costly price. The supplies, we have 98 for Future and about 180 combined for the Joes. But how much of that can be brought to bear to actually pressure him? He upgrades. He's got +1. Stim is not done as he was really investing in other tech early on. He's going to be dropping 2 players at once. Double drop in Zelrech's base, and this might be it. He's been beating him up for so long. He doesn't need Stim to kill a handful of Stalkers. An Immortal comes out. Probes are pulled once again. Widowmine drop is going to go towards Curiosity, and he's sending another drop towards the bottom left corner. Future. It appears he's pretty much killed Zelrech. The Widowmines will make it in. The turret helping out from earlier against the Banshees. A drop is coming in towards Delta Command's base. A lot of time is being spent killing Zelrech, but Widowmine connects, hits a Viking. There's some Widowmines at the back of the base. The scan helps out a little bit. Does he have drilling claws? He does not. This base, at this point, Zelrech might as well send his money to his teammates. The drop in the main. This one will be cleaned up. Future not able to quite keep track of everything at once. But now he's at 127 supply to about 170 combined, and much of that is just Zelrech's soon-to-be-dead probes. Stim is done. Another double drop as Future angles towards the gold player in the bottom left. Another reinforcing wave of units. He's killed one, essentially. Another one is being targeted. Curiosity has been able to hold on for now, but a follow-up attack is working its way through. The Robo is exposed. There's a couple Widowmines in the mix. He actually brought an Observer with him. Smartly done. Archon gonna go down. Storms are here. He's gonna be able to push back the drop for now. Can he recall to the third to protect it? Zelrech is essentially dead. Curiosity, he's targeting down the Widowmines. For Future, he's getting distracted. He's spread a little bit too thin. This base is exposed, but the Widowmines were taken out. Curiosity fights back, and Future will be rebuffed for now. The Marines, what are the upgrades? It's +1 versus 1-1. The tank siege is up, but he splits beautifully. The Medevac's taken out. The Widowmine's getting a little bit too close for comfort. Another tank going to be taken down. How did these Widowmines survive? They did. Of course they did. Is he going to be able to get the save? No. The Widowmines do connect. The bio continues working through. Zelrech is now a refugee Protoss. Future continues working through. Curiosity gets another tank. The cost efficiency. It's all on the shoulders of Delta Command. Future is going up against a wall. The boys of Curiosity must be pulled. Delta Command is going to have to make the plays for his team. If the Joes have a chance at surviving, he must strike. Curiosity's being battered down. The production from Future is far too good. He's got 52 SCVs. His third command... Wait, that's his main base. He's actually just relying on this 2-base pressure here. Just continuing to apply it across the map. The cost efficiency of his units are so good. Delta Command, Zelrech is essentially gone. He's rebuilding a Nexus. Good luck. Marines are still stemming forward. He brings a tank up to the high ground, almost loses it. Just continually streaming the bio across. Delta Command, I wonder if his teammates have oh, the drop on top. The tank, you're not safe up there. The Widowmine's continuing to go forward. Future is grinding through. There's limited time left until Curiosity is broken. Especially once he can refocus his efforts from the bottom right corner. Immortal Archon. A strong unit composition. He's building 2 Immortals at a time. Future is still mildly distracted. If he can get on the production... No, he's going back. Okay, he's going forward. It's all on you. Curiosity's holding the line for now. Zelrech has a Warp Prism here, which... Okay, that's happening. The longer he can buy time, Curiosity is essentially body blocking Future from defending against this. That's a big army. Future pulls off the attack. He's pulling everything back. But here comes the zombie toss ball. The SCVs are in front of everything. Where are the storms? There they are, on the SCVs. Beautiful storms. The bio army trying to close the distance. The storms have been good thus far. They hit as well. That's a lot of Immortals in the back. More storms. Future trying to close the distance, but the Immortals are bashing through. Another storm to the north. It's just storms and Immortals left, but they do hold the line. There's still an observer with the army. Delta Command, almost surprised, it seems, by the fact he was victorious in that fight. The Widowmine's working through. The reinforcements must have to regroup. Future is down to 32 SCVs. Is there enough? Curiosity is joining up with his teammate. Oh, the Liberators getting into a dangerous spot. Curiosity, the 2 surviving Joes team up. Curiosity he still has some SCVs. He's at 45. He built a lot of SCVs, is the summary. And Future actually pushed back for the first time in this game. Uh-oh. Those are Liberators. Do you think there's any chance he's going to multitask? That's the real question, as the Immortals come back to try to help deal with the Liberators. The drop is coming in. Some Stalkers, maybe? No, all the Immortals and the Templar exploiting a classic mistake. And in the main as well. One Liberator gets taken out. The other one is blasting through the probes in the main. But Delta Command, limited time only. The drop trying to take out Curiosity before he gets anything back up. He's going to finish what he started. The Liberator in the main. He's actually warping, and Delta Command is coming across the map. A base trade will ensue, it does seem. Is there anything on the high ground here? Future, has he noticed this? The Stalkers do not want to be in front of this story. He doesn't have Blink. I don't expect him to be blinking out of anything. Curiosity trying to hold on. He's still got a lot of SCVs to buy time. The tank, Future has a lot of forces committed on the other side of the map. Delta Command is slowly, inexorably working his way across the map. He has a better army on paper. Future is going to have to scramble to defend. He gets a couple ghosts out. Widowmine connects. A couple Liberators on the high ground. The third base / lifted main is here as well. The Observer, not going to be shot down by the turret, or so it seems, which is... No! Oh my god. What about the other turret, though? No, not quite yet. Are the storms there? The EMPs! There's so much energy on the Templar, though. They still have storms. Future is still working through Curiosity's base. Zelrech is mining again, by the way. He's rebuilding his Cybercore in the back of his fellow Protoss' base. Going up a ramp, always a difficult move. The Warp Prism giving him... Oh, that storm a little bit off-center. Future is bottled up in his own main base, and he was forced to retreat off Curiosities. Future's being beaten back, and if Delta Command is able to figure out, the team does not know he's mining from this base. The supply is there. The zombie toss death ball. Where are those storms? They do connect at the front. The Liberator's doing a ton of damage at the back. The Impies, there's still a couple more storms on the high ground. Future trying to hold, but the Protoss forces are breaking through. The Liberator worth its weight. Oh wait, the flank from the back! Able to get the Prism? Not quite. Still a lot of Immortals. Does he target? He gets the Prism. G! The Joes take it off the Immortal Archon. Just barely. 2 players pretty much dead, so Delta Command could build that army, and finally we found out how to beat Future. It is throw 3 players at him, and barely break through. That's how we do it. That was a pretty fun idea. He almost had it. I really liked the way Future was playing it too. That was a fun way to play it. But yeah, just keep throwing them at him. But yeah, he beat up on 2 players to start, but didn't quite make it to the 3rd. If you like that format, make sure to tell me. That could be a lot of fun. But of course, like, for every game like that, there's probably going to be 3 or 4 that are pretty terrible. But we'll see. We'll see. There's Future's Twitter. You guys should check it out. Now we got M Canning to challenge Future. Use the multi-command for both streams. I'm giving M Canning the advantage when it comes to this one in map picks. Because in 1v1, Future has seemed nearly unstoppable, so. Thank you guys for playing. That was a fun match. Congratulations, Delta Command. You see? Immortal Archon works even against possibly the best Terran in America. What's M Canning's MMR? I believe it's 9,005. I'm not sure exactly. Does Future stream? Twitch.tv/Future1, but he barely, like, he streamed like twice ever. So, maybe he will more. M Canning's like, debate. What is he doing? Are you gonna... He said don't look at his MMR. I looked, it was 9,000. He's looking through his, oh, he's got a Santa.
What I like.
Tell me more. Parasite.
Let's do Parasite, I guess.
Any TVZ tonight? I actually have intentionally been putting Protoss against him because I want to figure out how to beat him with Protoss, but I don't know how to beat him with Protoss. I don't know of anyone besides maybe Neeb, but oh, I screwed up the overlays. We'll fix that after this one. Remind me after this game to fix the overlay. Let me introduce you. In the top left, the Neeb Slayer. Therefore, he claims his rights. It is from Flipside Tactics, the lagging out Duke of Disruptors. It is M Canning. Not as easy to say because so many. In the bottom right, the best Terran player in the United States of America, fighting for the title as the best player in general. It is on, well, he is 6-1 today against top Protoss players. And I haven't seen him lose to a Protoss in a series. I don't know about, maybe ever. But maybe this time. It is Future. The counter spray. Wait, does Future have a... He has a Zerg logo spray to counter... Now this is one of M Canning's specialties. It's the spray game. Getting that GLHF spray in the right spot. Of course, it doesn't give you vision. It gives you nothing. But it's an intimidation tactic. The danger future, much like Korean Terrans, is so insanely cost-effective and dangerous with his first units. Hellions, Banshees, Widowmines, Liberators, even Marines, really. Just disgustingly effective. And every Protoss I've seen him play against has struggled, or worse, whatever that might be, died to that early pressure. We will see. Also, something I've noticed is he's kind of stopped going for the Reaper. Early Reapers were a mainstay of the matchup. The first Adept going out. And once again, another proxy starport. Not a huge commitment, but gets you a little bit closer. Maybe you want to do a Hellion drop, combine a Liberator into some pressure. You've got the starport here. You can make it happen. Timing is everything. Having that extra 10 seconds, or even maybe a little bit more, quicker on getting your starport units there makes all the difference. The Adept's going to shade in. Going to get a nice good look at that Hellion. See the tech lab. Now this is a weird fight, because the Adept can technically beat any of these things, but also I'm going to get another tap on that Hellion. And just shade away. But also survive. So this 2 HP Hellion, 13 HP Adept, Liberator, right? Yeah. Medevac doesn't make much sense with Cyclones. The old Cyclones maybe, but the Cyclones now do need to just kind of have some time to micro with lock-ons. The Liberator could draw enough units out of position in order to do deadly damage. And the Duke of Disruptors is called that for a reason. He's already got a Robo Bay on the way. A great counter to the Cyclones is actually a Warp Prism to pick up units that are locked onto. There's already a pylon potentially spotting. Canning has all the tools. He has the tools. The Zera tools. Okay, stop it. In order to deal with this. But we'll have to see. The lock-on, draining a lot of that shield battery energy. Another lock should be coming out. Does he want to reveal the Warp Prism? It doesn't look like that's a yes. Now here's the real dangerous part. When the first Liberator comes in, we need a quick reaction out of Canning. Future is keeping him busy. Every time. 4, 5, 6 probes. And a bunch of mining time lost. Future committing just enough to draw the attention away. A Colossus drop is coming up. Is there... Oh, there's some help. This is a weird combination. Now, this is a very odd scenario. Uh-huh. The Liberator taken out, so is the Cyclone. The Medevac coming into the main. There's some units here. This actually, he can go to the other side. Oh, but the block! Oh, and the Medevac! Not quite enough. He can get around to the corner, but the Colossus drop coming in. What is the counter? Did he expect this? The Hellions did unload on the opposite side. Future needs to get some counter damage done, but this time, Canning striking back. Gotta be very careful with that thing. But if he can take out all the Marines, there's very limited anti-air. SCVs are really gonna... GG! The Colossus drop counter in the cans him. Apparently, if you just... These games are all so confusing. That's one way to do it. If you were wondering why I canceled my reactor, I was stretching. Oh, apparently he canceled the reactor. Which would have been a helpful part. Canning has now gone offline. He's like his... Yeah, Canning's stream broke. He's like... He's never gonna top that. He's like, beat him? We got him? He's back. He's back. Alright, make sure to go tune in to Canning as well. Looks like he's coming back. He's back.
It's funny because what happened, you guys didn't see this part of it.
Wait, did he actually pull the plug?
But what happened was not too shabby. It's actually hilarious though, because
Tell me the story.
I alt-tabbed, so I re-pulled up my chat, and then nobody said anything. Like, the chat was frozen, obviously, because I lagged out. And then I was like, literally, I thought no one was saying anything. I was expecting to see some hype because I was getting amped up, and then you guys were silent. I was like, I actually like roasted you guys. I was like, really, guys? No reaction? And I was like, oh, I lagged out. All right.
I understand where he's coming from with that. I've had that happen before. It's very concerning. Oh, how dare he tell a mediocre story after freaking out that his stream exploded? It's almost like he was mildly distracted, making sure it wasn't still broke. Get out of here. Get out. By the way, also beating a player who has won thousands of dollars and beaten everyone else tonight. So, but can he keep it up? Can he do it? We saw Rayz go up a map against Future, but then Future... Oh, Jimmy! Smoke bomb. In the bottom left with the correct counter, the Colossus drop counter, which doesn't even make any sense. Anyways, I mean it does, but it doesn't. This is why I'm the best caster, guys. I really just lay down all the knowledge. I'm all about that. First probe coming out. Now, Future chose Blue Shift, which is a much more dangerous map. The rush distance, the layout of the natural. Oh, throws down the spray. The counter spray out of Future, though. Not to be outdone. Very important. Oh, almost tries to intercept. Now, that was one of the strongest blocks of Future's early pressure I've seen tonight. After, I think we're going on double-digit games now. It never seems to be consistent. You might have a plan. You might have a plan in order to deal with any early pressure. It's just, he tweaks one thing. It's not an entirely different build. There might be Hellions this time, there might be Cyclones next time, there might be a Liberator this time, a Cloak Banshee the next time. But they all require a different response. Like against a Cloak Banshee, you want a battery, you want observers, whereas against a Liberator, you might be better off just pumping out Stalkers and getting a Warp Prism to counterattack. So while you can kind of have that cookie-cutter response with a Robo, the way you use it, the units you build, and where they need to be can be very different depending on what the Terran player decides to come out with. What I'm kind of thinking, like, I feel like Protosses may need to just turn it on its head. Maybe start opening with, like, 2 gates in Protoss versus Terran. Or maybe Cannings just like, no, you just defend everything perfectly. It's no problem. We'll find out. Ooh. So this is happening. Can he get it? The chase is on. Run, little adept. Uh-oh. No, I don't know about that move. It's a bold move. He's not gonna have vision for a split sec. Oh.
What a save!
Yeah, Adepts do run kind of weird, don't they? They're like leaning forward the whole time. I guess because they're big-ass glaive cannon. Oh yeah, like it's hard to hold that thing up. That's why they're so long between the attacks. That's why resonating glaives takes so long. It increases the attack speed, but you got to work out that left arm. So all the adepts have to learn how to work out the left arm, and that's why they can attack faster after it. That's what the glaives upgrade does. A similar opening here from Canning with the Robo Bay, some observers, but something almost completely different out of Future. We've got Marines continuing production, tanks on the way, and a Cloak Banshee. Is there a sentry for hallucination? I believe he just warped one in, so not quite yet. Will the observer... Another Colossus drop. Where is the Banshee? The Banshee's on the way to the main. He really is going to want some information on that before it hits. Otherwise, he's going to start scrambling. Like, once you start losing probes to Future, where does it end? Oh, he's literally looking for it. Disgusting. He knows the timing of the ops. The hallucinated Phoenix is coming in. The Banshee was scouted. Unfortunately, Future a little bit sloppy there. Took a couple attacks on, well, not the probes. Hallucinated Phoenix gonna come in, but it's already been revealed what's happening here. Oh god. Will that Stalker get the shots it needs? One shot. Does he have a prism? Like I said, where does it end? Oh my god. Ah, okay, he got it. That's where it ends. But he's already lost several. The army is coming across. Is there a prism? There is no prism. If the tanks get sieged up, this gets real ugly real fast. He's going to get as close as possible. That's going to prompt a response immediately out of Canning. Going to be looking for the swipes with the Colossus. Another Colossus on the way. Extended Thermal Lance is 2/3 of the way done. Chrono boosted out. It's 2 tanks, one of which is siege. He's getting a little closer. He's going to really... The leapfrogging is perfect out of Future here. A Disruptor is on the way as well. Second, Colossus. It doesn't feel like Future has enough units to really deal with this. The sheer unit count. 4 gates out of Canning gives him a little bit more punch than your usual Protoss build. Yeah, I think he's going to commit with this. There's no reason not to with Thermal Lance done. Try to split the damage up. He eats some of the shots out of the tanks. Great moves from Canning. 3 tanks, though. Oh, God, the damage. The damage! A Disruptor's on the way. It looked good for a split second, and now everything has turned around. A Disruptor, he's backed up against his own base. He's literally up against a wall. The battery will be taken out. That shot needs to be great on the Disruptor. Again, gonna try to draw the fire. Future should be. He's gonna go for the shot. Triple kill! Gets 3 tanks with a single volley. Can he kill the tank before the Colossus goes down? Yes, he can. Guardian Shield keeping it alive. Viking looking for the back. The save! The shield battery at the last second. And he holds. Canning drives it back. He kills the tanks. The Colossus has one hit point. 1! Not points. Point. And Canning holds. The Disruptor came in to clear things out. More Disruptors on the way. Future, as always, has a solid economy behind this. That is by no means the end of the match. No SCVs were pulled. He didn't really commit that many units, and he did enough damage that Canning still is going to struggle to be aggressive without committing a dangerous amount. There's a battery in the main. Another Cloak Banshee is coming in. He has, of course, he's built 4 Banshees this game. The classic, just keep randomly building Banshees build. That was very articulate of me.
Good. Now I have your attention.
He doesn't have an obs in the main, but the Banshee hasn't cloaked. Okay. 2 kills. Canning's still struggling for an economy. The forward siege position from Future. The Zealot is very sad. Oh, the Banshee, does it have the cloak? The obs is coming in. He uses the surveillance mode. Oh my god, these Banshees. I think the Future's signature unit is the Banshee. Or, like Terrans of old. Wings of Liberty Terrans. Banshee usage just so key. What is this? Why are you running from him? Oh, well, this is awkward. Okay. The scan. The Observer's not quite there. Zealot is. Is charge done? No. No. He doesn't have the money for that. Another Banshee! Wait. Are you kidding me? Oh, he flew into the cannon. Never mind. And another Banshee. The Disruptor. I think he actually caught a glimpse of it, which is why... Okay. How many Banshees? Like, he built 4 total, right? Yeah. Okay. The tanks are not in position. He just salvaged the bunker. Getting into a really nice spot. One Disruptor comes out. Another shot. Gonna clip the tanks as well. Gonna be dangerous, though. Oh, not quite enough to kill that last tank. Canning takes a bite out of the army. Doesn't lose too much. Did he lose any Ruptors? 1 Ruptor. Not sure if it wasn't that engaged or not. Banshee finally killed. Disruptors are on cooldown. He's got 4 or 5 more seconds. He's gonna try to split the Marines off. Can he save the Observer? Another shot comes out. Oh! Are there more Ruptors where that came from? He needs to fire another shot. You gotta be careful not to fire it too early! The tank's getting into a nasty, nasty position. Oh, how do you deal with that? The shots are gonna be so big. Gonna look for the friendly fire. Disruptors, big hit coming in potentially. He's got his Adepts on top of the tanks, trying to draw some of the fire. One tank dies, the other one getting some good hits off. The Colossus will finally die, the Hero Colossus. Future taking a massive supply lead. There are still 4 Disruptors on the map. He needs them to connect. The tanks are almost in range to cut off all the Stalkers. Oh, they moved just a little bit forward, but that's just a little bit too much. The Exploratory Purification Nova, not going to be enough. These units are badly bruised, but that tank position, he can't actually see them without high ground vision. He has to go around, which is not where you want to be. Throws the Disruptor shot through, and another one at the back. How many more shots does he have? I don't believe any. Okay, 1 more off cooldown. The last shot. The split? Good? Is it good enough? Oh my god, the micro in and out of the medevacs. Future dancing on him. Some Adepts are coming through. He tries to protect. Nope, Disruptor targeted. No charge done. Warps and Zealots just to buy time. The split, oh my god. I can't believe it's not butter. Another Disruptor. Jeez. GG. Future takes it. A good attempt. Canning with a good hold to start. Not good enough. So that was Future's map. Canning won his map. Do we continue to... I bet he's going to pick Port Alexander. Or Cerulean Fall. Probably Port Alexander. Let's see what he chooses. He's having a debate. Let's open up the stream. He's staring at it. Does he pull out Cairo's Junction? He's got a 74% win rate. But in what matchup?
So many maps in the map pool.
There's only 7. There aren't that many maps.
Well, Cairo's is technically my best map here. But do I actually like that map?
Port Alexander.
Good. Now
I knew it before he said it. Is Future streaming too? Nah, Future isn't streaming at the moment. He streams occasionally, but not very often, not as often as he should. He's too busy winning everything. Future once again reasserting his dominance on the previous map. But one to one. It's a best of 3 from here on out. You dirty Terran. You dirty, dirty Terran. And where are you going? Trying to take back control after the map pick. It's not a gas first. Looks like a proxy reaper. He's jamming it literally under the shadow of the tree. Him canning. You devil. Two gas behind. At some, like, if you don't scout for it immediately, I don't even know if it's worth to scout, like, send another probe out once you see there's no racks in their main. It seems almost there's no right answers much of the time. I'm canning. No barracks. Gonna see 2 gas. After slapping down the spray, of course. Still just gonna go with the Nexus. Okay. No fear. I think this is one of the best ways to go about it. Oh my god. Ghost Academy.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Your probes are under attack. Get him out of there!
He knows! But, so he finds it. Does he know that's going to be ghosts? Right? Like, do you get a robo immediately? There should have been... The reason he was looking is because there should have been a factory at home. If there's not a factory at home, there's a factory somewhere. Except in the tiny off chance that it's exactly this. Is he gonna EMP? Or is his stream... Is he gonna explode? Oh, this is awkward. Oh wait, it's Future. Future's like making his best ghost impression. We lost Future. We're gonna have to resume. Resume from something you can hold on to. I'll be right back. 2 minutes, guys. We're gonna see if Future is dead or not. You know, I really hope he's not actually dead. Oh, he's back. Okay, he's back. Never mind. I forget how to do, how do I do the... Okay, let me get the right one. Recover game. Recover game is when it's essentially the you go in with neither player seeing the replay. If he just accidentally rewinded, yeah, like... Okay, he already has a very good idea of what the build... He knows it's a ghost. Okay. More than likely. Because the tech lab isn't upgrading. And there's a tech lab. So it's not Marauders. Unless he doesn't know. No spoilers! This is a friendly match. And we're back. The Stalker comes out, the Ghost comes out. He can EMP the probes. Throws it. Doesn't get the battery, but will that matter? That means he can one-shot probes. The Ghost looks like it will just die. Well, that's not great. Of all the games for that to happen on, this is the most awkward one. Is there even any point in getting the second Ghost? How many kills will it get? I mean, the Robo's on the... He's going to slip right through. He could EMP the battery with it. EMP completely knocks out the battery. 1, 2, 3, 4 probes. I don't think that was worth it. Now Canning, he is kind of in a weird spot because he did lose some probes and he cut probes in order to get this, but he also has units and Future doesn't, so there is that, which is a relevant part of the game.
Good. Now I have your
He found the Ghost Academy. Thank you, Avix. To Foxer. RoboBay? No, he doesn't have the gas. Okay. But Future's still gonna have access to some tools. He's got a mine drop coming in. I'm kind of surprised. That was pretty risky to just go straight for mines. But when your Ghost proxy rush gets completely destroyed, then... well, leaves you in kind of an awkward spot. Do we boost in? He's got the boost. He's going to drop out. Great reaction time on MCAN. There's not much else to look at right now. Does he pull probes for this? Where is the closest observer? Oh, he just gets out. Hallucinated Phoenix coming in. It's going to give a lot of important info here for Canning. Tech Lab Starport, 2 Rexes. Well, a little misleading there with the Tech Lab Starport. I wonder if he suspects that. 1 observer on the other side. He only has the 1 obs. Second one on the way up. Oh! Did he dodge the... oh! I know. Oh! What a play. But he didn't kill the medevac or the mines, but he dodged the Widowmine hits with the Warp Prism. So that's your poor man's Blink. There's still... wow, there's a lot of open space back here over this dirty sludge water. It's a port, okay. Who knows what's gone into this? All that runoff from the Vespine gas geysers. All the cigarettes that the SCVs are smoking inside their suits, which doesn't seem very safe. All of that. Oh. In comes another drop. Does he just go for the medevac? He can target down one of the mines. Oh god, this is the worst case scenario. That could not have gone worse for Canning. That's really bad. Oh wait, can he get the medevac? Yes. Okay, so... the observer will be taken out, but not before seeing the 3rd Rax. Now, technically the Ghost Academy is still here. So, Future, this is one of those games that if it goes super long and M-Canning just happens to not kill it, I definitely see Future building another Ghost Academy, completely forgetting. Because pro players do that quite often. Just building building buildings they already cheesed with. Like, oh, let me build another Dark Shrine. Or another Stargate or something like that. Well, tech buildings usually. Okay. That's a lot of tanks. 4 tanks. Very, very very scary. He's got to siege him up. He's got an immortal drop and he just lost the high ground. What is in there? A zealot. I like that. Drop it on the tanks. Sharking around. He's got Warp Prism speed. The Liberator gonna fly past the Ghost Academy. Is he... Maybe he's just trying to make it look like he has a Ruptor? I don't know. Liberator coming in towards the main. Does he have a Blink? No, he doesn't even have a Twilight. It's not done yet. He does not have a Ruptor in there. The Liberator just says this is no longer a mineable zone. Oh, God. What? Ow. Ow. The Immortal on the other side is able to pick it up. The Zealot comes through with it. How many shots does it take an Immortal to kill an SCV? Let me find another one. Oh, it's not going to tell me. I believe it's 2, but the Zealot can kill it with the last hit. That might be the idea. Or maybe he just felt like having a Zealot in there. I don't know. Might be. Oh, he's going to kill the Ghost Academy now. That's at least something to do. So, the Robo Bay is done. 1 Ruptor has hit the field. There's an interesting style that we've seen M-Canning play before. On this map, it's the Quick Tempest Disruptor. Because one of the big things that counter disruptors is /R, however one want to grammatically pronounce it. What is this? Oh my god, he's spotting for Warp Prisms. Future is so good. Tanks and Liberators, especially ranged Liberators. If you don't preemptively have a counter to ranged Liberators, they just start picking you apart. The third base is scouted out. Future has a third of his own. He's going for the orbital. He's got a great supply lead here. And the worker count not looking so... Why? Oh my god, these SCVs are so on point. Despite having a bit of a tough start. Okay, wait. He's not pulling the boys, right? He's pulling the boys to his third base to mine. The very wholesome way to do it. But, oh, eventually, once the orbital gets its shit together. This observer going to see everything. Knowledge is power, especially in this matchup with the mobility of Terran units. How many disruptors are there? Just the 1. He's got 1 shot. Archon's on the way. The disruptor going forward. He wants to fire a shot and then have another one for the follow-up, maybe. The shot is fired. Catches the tank. The disruptor takes a big hit. Not enough there. Big charge lot warping. Going to work its way in towards the potential third. That's not the third he's looking for, though. The army is completely out of position. The tanks are coming up. Future's so good about this. Oh, no. He's going to flank M-Canning inside of his own base. Does he recall? Like, what's the play here? That's a disgusting tank position. A handful of charge lots are going to hurt, but not nearly as bad as this tank position. And all the mines are here. Yeah, the charge lots will be cleaned up. The main base being eviscerated. A disruptor shot comes out. It's not enough. What's going to be... Is it going to be enough to deal with the bio? I guess an Archon in the mix helps, but... He killed 21 SCVs with the charge lots. Is there still a disruptor? If there's a disruptor, there is a dream. Oh, God. He can't even move around his own base. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, my God. It's very sad. Once again, Future tearing apart a Protoss. The probe's backed up against a wall. Oh my, oh Jesus Christ. The big shot comes out. Disruptor targeted down with plenty of time to spare. G. Future does it again. I think it was the Widowmine drop. Like, he always seems to get damage. No, like, The second Widow Mine drop coming in. The kicker drop. Just disgusting. Ugh. He's gonna... Cannings checking the replay for a moment. I don't blame him. Are you ever gonna get your answer on how to play PvT? Apparently switch to Terran. No, what Future is doing is not by no means like, oh, just play Terran and do this and no problem. It is not, that is not how it goes. It's incredibly difficult to find those timings that maybe a player is looking slightly away. He'll make little moves, like just a couple Marines even. You look your eyes away, you're like, okay, one Stalker, go deal with those, and then suddenly 2 Widow Mines in your base. Exactly that timing. I'm Canning just checking the replay. We'll give him a moment. Thank you, that's right.
Attention.
Subsidizing the chat. Use the multi-command. Got you, baby. Automaton. Oh shit. Future. Once Future is ready. Here we go. I'm on Team MCAN here. Pretty much everyone against Future tonight. If they want to play new maps. I can't find anyone who can beat Future, is the problem. But he has one more chance. Can he do it? Looked okay in game number 1, but Future has taken back the reins. In the top right, from Flip Side Tactics, the Duke of Disruptors, the Can Man, M. Canning. Yeah, the only person who's beat Future 3 so far are the 3 average Joes, your gold, plat, and diamond player who barely beat him in a 1v3. On the other side, the 16-year-old American Terran hiding a barracks in his own big main. This might be the largest main base in the map pool. There's so much space for activities. Two gases. He's making it look very much like this is a proxy race. Will M. Canning check his main? Will he check the whole main? Throws down the spray. He's looking. Is he gonna see it? Oh my god, he missed it. He literally could not have been closer. If he had been any closer, he would have seen it. The factory's on the way. A Zealot is coming up. It will be a Reaper, but... This probe actually getting some good damage on the SCVs. The Reaper comes out. That might give away the fact that the bear... Whoa! Oh! Oh, that was the wrong button. Oh. The tactical oops. Well, canceling your factory when it's over half done is, I don't think that was intentional. Okay, can Future get the jukes out? He's a little bit, yeah, he's... Another Reaper's on the way. Canning shades through, but he does have a Stalker on the way out. What is this, a robo play? The Reaper's gonna get into the main. The Stalker should be out before any probes can die. Assuming a little tiny bit of micro. The Stalker comes out. Is it enough time? The nade should be enough. Or, yeah, he jumps to the side. The Adept comes in. A reactor. This is a 1 base 2 factory. This is Future freestyling here. He's got a tank, but also he's got the Cyclone upgrade on the way. Mag Field Accelerator, which is Cyclone lock-on upgrade. So now I have no idea where we go from here. It feels like Canning, just by the sheer amount of time it's going to take. What is the armory for? Hellbats? I guess. It's going to be a 1 base 2 factory push. What is this, 2011? Wait, no, that wasn't a thing in 2011. That was a 1-1-1 where you just pulled all the boys and all in for 10 minutes straight. Alright. Will he be able to scout the Robo Bay if he gets the Reaper through? Reaper, on point. Not going to see very much at this rate, though. He's trying to evade the Stalkers. He will not do so successfully. Future's gonna pull the boys with this, right? At least a half dozen or so. They're not on the way yet. This is such a weird timing. The Colossus isn't done. Now, it could be the ticket. There we go. The boys are on their way. They are in the mail. This is not the right music! Nope. Okay, I'll take it. I don't know. Like, sometimes the StarCraft music just does not give you what you want. The Colossus still standing its ground. He doesn't have vision of it. The barracks is on the way, though. That will give him high ground vision. A tank is coming up. The Hellbats are here. The boys are almost on station. He's got to be careful about that tank. Oh, the lock-on. He locks on to the Prism. The boys are closing the distance. If he can lock on to the Colossus, the shield battery, out of energy. Does he have a lock on the Prism? He juggles back. The Colossus still doing damage. He's on top of it with the probes. The Warp Prism is targeted, but he's losing everything else on the ground. 12 SCVs have died thus far. The Hero Colossus, 1 lock on it could change everything. He's continuing to work his way forward. The damage is being done. The probes are up against the Hellbats. They're not able to close the distance. He's losing so many probes, though. He's got to stop. Oh, 14 probes have gone down. Another Colossus is on the way. Still 27. Oh, but the lock-on, he misses the lock. It breaks. He could just target. There's still a tank, though. There's still a tank. Can he target down the Colossus? He gets one of the Adepts. The Colossi are on top of everything. He's just doing normal, good old-fashioned damage. Where's the lock? He gets a lock onto it. The Colossus runs away. Oh, it's not enough. It's still an awkward amount of units. He's got the scan. The barracks is not quite where it wants to be. And knocks down the Colossus. But Canning still has 29 probes. It appears he's held. The factory cancel was probably not the most ideal build here. A lock-on hits a probe. GG, Canning takes it to match point in kind of a weird manner. But we've made it. A dangerous-looking push nonetheless. The way that sets it up, though, is that now Future gets to pick our final map. Kairos Junction. I know that's one of M. Canning's good maps.
For a long time. Because even though I may watch less of the can, I still want the keys to the mansion. Hell yeah, man. Yes, sir. Love the message. Good to have you here, brother. Good to
We'll
have
see
you
how this
here.
goes. He's got to ready up instead of getting so hyped.
Oh, he didn't choose stasis. That's PogChamp in and of itself. So right now we're playing. Let's show a match with Future. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. And now we're going to game 5. And this is my best win rate map. I may have bugged this lobby. Nope, I didn't.
He did not. He did not. We're in. 2-2. We're all tied up. Tuesday night fights continue as we try to find someone who can stop Future. Will we? We're about to find out. Oh, wow. Now, where was that music last game? I don't... In the top left, holding the line, the American Protoss, the Neeb Slayer. It's M. Canning. In the bottom right, taking down every Protoss thrown at him. Will he be able to take down one more? Looking a little sloppy in that last match. I would say canceling your factory is kind of sloppy. But it looks like he's pulling it back, putting the barracks right on the top of his ramp. Future. I'm Canning with the probe scout. On the, I'm reluctant to say the most macro-oriented map or anything like that, because especially the way Future plays, but also M. Canning, a real focus on the air units, the drops, things that are very mobile. They get up in your grill no matter how much defensive capability you have. They can just circumvent ramps, get right by walls. Doesn't really matter how much you try to play defensive if they're intending to be aggressive. Future blocking the probe from potentially gas stealing. Not that it's going to be a huge factor here. Oh. He's just baiting him out. But is he going to stick around for too long? Is it? I don't know if he actually wants the gas steal, is the thing. I'm not convinced. The Marine's about to come out. That's information in and of itself. But Future. Gets the probe. Future just not been going for the Reapers early. That last game, the exception. Factory on the way. Still no second guess, so this is lining up to be... Well, never mind. Maybe he opens up with Hellions. We'll see. Hellions, one of his favorite tools. Hellions and Banshees. The classic tactics. What do we got? M. Canning. Robo on the way. Back to basics. Adept will shade through, looking for an opportunity. Future will be there to potentially snipe it off. M. Canning. Jukes. The command center will finish, but this should give the opening. Ooh, getting that first mule will be juicy. He's going to get up the ramp. The information is power. And he gets out. So, what did M. Canning see? Oh my god! The Marines almost sniped him. He saw a factory, he saw the starport on the way. He doesn't know if there was a tech lab on the factory. It was too far away from the wall. But, undeterred. Warp Prism. Robo-Bay. Having that starport timing super important as well. So you get an idea of when air units can be coming at you. They require a very different response than things like Hellions. A semi-wall lining up for M. Canning. Feels he's found his footing in this series. Roll Bay is on the way. I already said that, but it's still on the way. It takes a while to finish. Is there an observer? Has he skipped the odds? He has, in order to get a Colossus and to get his gravitic boosters. Gravitic drive. No. Yeah, gravitic drive is the one for the War Prism. Cloak Banshee coming out of Future. We've already got a nice dual-purpose battery here. It covers the mineral line from Banshees, but also covers the front from attack. Canning making the reads here, but the problem with Future is...
Game paused.
I picked up my keyboard and accidentally hit the pause key, but I'm not going to tell them that. Yes, I am.
Game resumed.
Just to throw everyone off, obviously. I literally just picked up the edge of the keyboard where the pause key is. For those who don't know, there's a pause key on your keyboard. You can pause the game with it on.
Broadcasting since 2013.
Yeah. I'm a professional. The Colossus drop coming in. He's going to lose an Adept, but oh, the tank is there. He gets out of position. Well, he gets out of range of it. The Colossus drop doing a lot. Oh, the War Prism, though. Very dicey. Can't be losing that. How many SCVs? He actually only killed one somehow. I don't... Colossus drop is back in style. I don't think he's memeing around. Okay, I think this is like a legit strat to deal with those heavy early pressure plays. Oh, the War Prism gonna spot the tanks. Tanks hit Colossi kind of hard though. Like, I don't know if you want to keep taking damage. You can dodge the Banshee shots, but oh my god. Might be able to take out one of the Banshees. Another Colossus is up. Extended Thermal Lance is not done. He's building a Disruptor. Deja vu. We've seen this before. Can he get forward to deal with this? Really wants to kill the Banshees and stop the bunkers. Future is really coming. Whoa! He attacked his own tank. And now the juggling. The tanks are so badly bruised. What? Future. What the fuck? Future killed his own tank. We might have finally reached the breaking point of the young Terran player. It's like, I don't even need another tank to kill you, nerd. Banshees coming in. 3 Banshees. So dangerous. Oh, does he get one? Nope, not quite. Now, Canning does not know he killed his own tank, necessarily. So, that is an important point. This pylon has 2 shield batteries attached to it. Okay, this one is on the other one. The War Prism at the back doing some damage to one of the tanks. Is he going to move forward? There's still 3 Banshees at play. 1 Colossus. He's right in the midst of everything. Does he have the warp-in potential? Hits his own Adepts in order to be able to kill everything. Working his way through. Still a lot of bunkers in the back. 1 tank. Imagine if he had 1 more tank, but he doesn't. He doesn't, and the warp-in comes through. Canning will clear it up, and Future will be rebuffed. All his reinforcements getting knocked down. What? How is there still a Cloak Banshee? There, he got the Observer. He got the Observer. There's still. I zoned out, but there's still batteries in the main. See, I'm getting tired too. Behind this, though, it's not like Canning has an insurmountable lead. Those are ranged Colossi. Extended Thermal Lance is done. Canning didn't have a 3rd, but Future does. Just about to finish. There is a Raven with some energy, not enough to really make a huge difference. The tanks do need to be sieged up. The tanks do need to be sieged up. The pickup's there. The Bio Army has to come back. Is there a War Prism with this? The tanks are on the high ground. The Raven, a big part of it as well. The War Prism, going to be very important to drop on those tanks. Another tank comes out. Will Future have to pull the boys? Oh, the interference matrix on the prism. A beautiful choice. Disruptor shot, though. Big hit in the center mass. But here comes the warping. I don't know. It's a little late to be warping it in. The rest of the units, a disjointed attack out of M. Canning. He loses the prism. The tank will not be taken out. Future going to hold the line. Future is attacking his own barracks. Stop doing that. Future really hates his units here today. A Banshee still going to work. 5 kills. I don't know if they were probes. They were not. The Marines at the front. The tanks. He's trying to get some swipes on him. It's just so difficult. Gets an interference matrix. Oh, the disruptor shot hits. 2 tanks on the high ground taken out. The Colossi maintain their position. How is this Banshee? Oh my god. Another fadeaway shot. Nothing there. Oh, he's got to be... Oh, no, no, no. He's going to lose 1. The other Colossus. He lost a lot there. Disruptor shot. Does he have an opportunity? He's out in the woods. Future. Oh, no. The concussive shell's not done, but the disruptor is not fast. How is the Banshee still alive? Are you kidding? Oh, the disruptor is interrupted. The disruptor itself disrupted. Why is the Banshee still here? He gets the Raven, the tank going to work. Another disruptor comes through. He fires the shot. Hits the tanks before the shade. The Banshee, it's dead, right? It's finally dead. He's on top of everything. M. Canning throwing everything he can at Future's army. Down goes the tank. Colossus unfrozen. He's still trying to hold the line. The Colossus backs off. Out of shield battery energy. M. Canning dipping in supply. The Terran train continues to roll across the map. Actually, the Raven survived. More bio is coming up. Probes have to be pulled. Another disruptor. But what can it even hit to make the difference here? Shot is fired. Future, not an incredible split. Loses a Marauder. The Raven, targeted down. Big part of this. The probes continue to fight. The probe count dipping heavily. He's dropping out. He's got the tank. The tank is surrounded by probes. The disruptor. 15 probes go down. He's continuing forward. Gets the medevac. The probes have to retreat. Future continuing. Oh, the damage. 37 workers left for M. Canning. What upgrades? He's got 1-1. Another Stalker targeted down, but there are no medevacs with this. He's building another Banshee. Future. Well, the one thing that Future doesn't have is the medevacs. He still has a tech lab on his starport. Now, M. Canning is not going to want to be building observers right now for many reasons. So, the Banshee might actually be the great call. He loves his Banshees so much. This is the 4th Banshee of the game. The real MVPs. There's no way M. Canning's going to be expecting another Banshee. This is a disgusting play. It's going to make all the difference. It's going to screw everything up. It's got a lot of energy for Cloak. It comes in. And another Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Are there any observers? No. That's going to open up the area for the army. Probes are going to die. Future way ahead on supply. The disruptor shot has to be cash money. Is it? Oh my god. But is that enough? God, the Banshees. Another Colossus comes in. He's trying to hold the line. The Banshee's still going to work. He might be able to target. There's no anti-air left. Okay, there's the one Stalker. Adept comes in from the back. Draws a lot of fire. The real MVP. Still no anti-air. The Banshee out of energy. M. Canning will hold again. He's dodging Banshee shots into a shield battery. The Banshee will die. He's making another one. Is there a disruptor? There is no disruptor to turn the tides. Another bio army coming up forward. The Banshee with it. Oh my god. He's got an observer now, but doesn't matter. Trying to target down. The Colossus has a shield battery, but it doesn't have enough HP. Whoa, 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 wait! It was safe. The Banshee going for the snipe. Oh my god. He needs to kill the Banshee! He gets it! He gets it! The Colossus finds a shield battery to protect it. There's still more tanks. M. Canning holding for now. The tanks are cutting off the base. He may have to recall to it. 3 Marines could break this wide open. The tanks are still in position. He's pulling the probes to fight the Marines. He's dodging shots. The disruptor shot doesn't close the distance. GG. Future takes it. Oh my, what?